He plays the show game in life.
No, but I'm just asking. No, I will admit, for once, Bubba, you have stopped me in my tracks cold.
Thank you.
The idea that he would support subsidized education for illegal aliens and longer waiting for guns. If that's true, boy, that's really...
If there's just three things, I know how you operate, and I really, really care about you, but if there's three things that I know that you would be pissed off, okay? If there's three things, and only three things, that I would want you to consider, and that is, one, co-sponsoring a bill giving illegal immigrants in-state tuition. That comes right through my pocket. Two, the $69,000 a year part-time job that he got through the Florida International University, which was unadvertised to anybody else because of the pork that he dealed off. And then the waiting periods and the extra restrictions with guns on law-abiding citizens like you and I. Take everything else and throw it out. I know you don't care about the lobbyists. I know you don't care about his gambling and his lack of not wanting people to be able to gamble here. But those three things alone are disturbing, in my opinion.
They're very disturbing. I agree with you completely.
You know what he is? You know what I labeled him? He's the Barack Obama version of Sarah Palin here in Florida. Now, I don't know if that makes sense.
Wait a second. Okay, so, everything you've said has given me pause, and I'm going to put someone on this to find out more about it. But I think that Charlie Crist, who seems like a nice guy, is a very flawed candidate. I mean, I remember when I traveled with Crist and McCain back from Florida to California after McCain won the Florida primary 2 years ago, and Crist was taking all kinds of credit for it. I delivered Florida for McCain. The second McCain starts going down in the polls, Crist is like washing his hands. I've never met this guy. John McHugh? I mean, he abandoned him.
Well, no, some people could call that abandonment. Other people could call it smart. I mean, welcome to the world.
Some loyalty.
Welcome to the world of politics, my friends. And you know as well as I do that it's out for themselves. And I don't think that Charlie's that way. But obviously, a Barack Obama. I mean, I'm sorry, didn't Florida go Barack Obama?
It did.
Okay.
But the thing you have to remember about Charlie is he was up for the VP nomination, and I think, and I don't know this to be true, this is just my thoughts, I think he was very insulted when Sarah Palin got selected.
I got to say that Charlie probably wouldn't publicly come out and say that. I might ask him that, but, he might have been, obviously there's been a lot of people, including my mom, that were lifelong, Republicans, that the reason why, I think it's safe to say the reason why that, McCain didn't make it in was because of his VP choice. Would you not agree to that?
I don't think it helped him, probably.
Okay,
I don't know. I think the real problem was the economy collapsed.
Well, but I'm sure that Sarah Palin in that selection did not help, and Charlie probably felt as if he just dissed me. You ran me through the ringer and back. I think that I'm the clear. Obviously, he probably thinks he's the clear choice because he feels that he knows his abilities. And you pick some bitch out of Alaska that really is kind of a joke to the party.
Yeah, but, you guys are forgetting a key fact, which is right after he chose Sarah Palin, he was beating Barack Obama in the polls.
Yeah, but for maybe a day or two.
That's when America liked the way she looked, all goggled up and sexy, and the minute she opened her mouth on a few different things, and that quickly turned. That has nothing to do with the selections. That has everything to do with her controlling her own destiny because she's a dumb bitch.
So, wait, I just want to totally clarify this. You're not for Sarah Palin?
No. Are you kidding me? Seriously. I'm as smart as she is, and I've never done I flunked out of college. She had to go to 8 colleges to find somebody that would finally give her a degree in broadcast journalism. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but college is stupid.
Come on, Tucker. College is only stupid.
Obama, who's
turned
out to be kind of a moron as
college is only stupid.
Harvard.
College is only stupid when it pertains to somebody you don't like. That's the bottom line. Is
that's not true. I can say I just hired 23 people here, and I literally didn't ask a single one where they went to college.
I applaud that. I really do.
But Tucker,
I don't care.
Tucker,
I really don't care. All I care about that measures nothing.
Tucker, can you really, as a man, take who you work for, quit being a fox mark, and let me tell you something right now. Can you, as a honest to God, as a man's man, think that bitch is smart? Compare her to Hillary Clinton, another smart woman, or other smart women in politics. Sarah Palin couldn't be a hair on Hillary Clinton's ass, and I historically have not liked Hillary.
Right. I think that Sarah Palin is probably wouldn't be the smartest out of 100 senators if she were a senator.
Thank you. So you certainly think that would qualify to be the vice president of the United States?
Oh, I don't know. She certainly is smart as Joe Biden. She's
She's
smarter than Al Gore.
Do you really mean that? Do you really mean that? Honestly,
yeah, I like Joe Biden. By the way, I like Joe Biden.
As much as that spews out of your mouth, as easily as that spews out of your fox-laden mouth, do you really think that? Do you really mean that?
I really, in my heart, if you were to give me a lie detector test now and say, is Sarah Palin. I shouldn't say. Actually, Biden's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think Biden knows
you out? I just called you out.
No. You're not calling me out. I'm recalibrating what I'm thinking this through. Because you're forcing me to
now
think
it's a
through what I'm really saying.
recalibration. Now it's a recalibration.
No. You are asking really good questions, and you're forcing me to be as honest as I can be. And so
Hadley,
I'm really trying here.
Over to you, Hadley.
I was going to say, you know a Democrat that's as dumb as Sarah Palin?
I think that Al Gore is dumber than Sarah Palin.
I would agree with that.
Give me a lie detector test, and
we're not, and we agree.
John Edwards is as empty and vapid as Sarah Palin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
John Edwards is much more of an egomaniac.
John Edwards' personal.
So is she.
Yeah, well, she's an egomaniac, but I think even Edwards is more of an egomaniac than Palin.
If Palin was a guy, she'd be a bigger egomaniac.
Right, exactly right. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, talking about the Charlie Crist issue, I mean, you got a guy, I'll tell you one, the one thing that you're not considering is we live in the state that he's the governor, and so we certainly have that to go by as well.
Then why is he getting spanked in the primary? Why is he down 12 points?
Because Marco Rubio is the Barack Obama version of Sarah Palin in this state.
I don't know if Hispanic?
No, because I don't know if that can make sense to anybody.
Why are you
other
against Hispanics?
Listen to me, you jackass. I'm not against Hispanics. This is what I'm trying to say, okay? And I want to clarify, and maybe somebody, Manson or somebody, can try to tell people what I'm trying to say. He is the slicked up version, the it factor of a non-qualified person that doesn't have that much experience that's stupid.
He's Barack Obama without the smarts.
Right, well, yeah, but if you go to the Sarah Palin deal, because it's the Republican Party, so he is the Barack Obama version of Sarah Palin within the state. I think it's genius myself.
He is. When you dig deeper, Tucker, and I'm glad you're going to put somebody on it. When you dig deeper, you are not going to like this guy. Yeah. I promise you that.
But let me ask you a question.
He's the Barack Obama version of Sarah
Marco Rubio
Palin.
Like that, handsome, shallow guy. Well, you could say exactly the same thing about Charlie Crist, who's handsome and shallow too.
But he's not shallow. The thing is he's been a state senator.
He's been a state. Oh no, he started out as a Florida congressman in Florida.
Yep.
And then he was the attorney general.
Well, he was a state senator, then attorney general.
Attorney general, governor. I mean, the guy's got a ton of experience.
Tough on crime.
I mean, he's not. He didn't inherit the best of times here. Now, did he?
No, he didn't.
And you know what he did the other day when they were shipping all these the Haitians here? Charlie Crist said, "No, we don't have room in our hospitals."
No, he said no briefly, and then he reversed himself, and now you're getting more Haitians coming to your hospital.
And the U.S. and the government has decided to help. He said, "We're not going to be in on ourselves. I need help on this deal." So, him saying no lit a fire under somebody that's going to stroke us a check so that we don't have to pay for all the dirty, stinky Haitians.
Right. Well, but they're still coming, so they're never going home.
Well, hold on,
you got that right.
Well, only Bubba the Love Sponge, as the governor, would be able to say, you know what, no vacancy, cancel Christmas, kitchen's closed, man, we're done. We're out of the Haitian business, my friend.
Do you think, is it your impression that since he's gotten married, he's become a more effective politician?
I could care less what, I don't have a comment on that because I don't know.
Yeah,
I could care less. I think that the guy's a good guy. I think that it's going to real dirty race, and I think that everybody's enamored with Mark Rubio's looks and his presentation. But he's an idiot. He has very little experience, and I think he's as shady as the day is long. Now, I'm all over the road. I also, liked Barack Obama over McCain. So, I'm not, unlike you, I don't pander to one particular party, and I don't pander to a network. I'm my own man. I stand on my own 2 feet, buddy.
And we got a Republican elected mayor in our city.
To a network? What do you mean?
I got a female Democratic mayor in Tampa that I have a lot of respect for as well.
And a male Republican in St. Pete that we helped get elected.
Yeah, so there you have it. I'm all over the road. I just like the best person, but I don't pander like you do to Al Sharpton and people like that. And now you're...
Wait, but how am I pandering? Al Sharpton represents everything I despise.
Yeah, but you never call him out on it. You always say, "Oh, Al, you're the best." I bet you.
No, because I like him personally, and sometimes he gets these kinks in his neck, and he needs someone to work with.
Yeah, but you give him a pass on all the negative stuff he does by saying, "Oh, that's Sharpton being Sharpton,"
and pointing out he was on an FBI surveillance tape talking about moving kilos of cocaine.
Yeah, but you're a little bitch when it comes to facing him in a more powerful form, like when you had him on MSNBC.
Yeah, that's the form to really nail him on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'll be totally blunt and tell you what you already know, which is he is kryptonite to me.
Right, exactly. So again, and you're very.
I melt. I'm usually pretty hardcore, pretty tough.
Maybe you should just recalibrate, if you will. Just recalibrate with him, huh? Let's recalibrate.
I can't recalibrate. He's got part of me is indebted.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do, friend. It hurts me. It very much hurts me to say that I'm going to do a Tucker Carlson boycott if he doesn't look into this Marco Rubio versus.
I am going to look into it. The fact that he's for longer waiting periods. I mean, I've actually come up against that. I needed to go duck hunting once. Wanted to go duck hunting, and I wanted to buy a shotgun, just a real cheap pump shotgun, for $180, and I couldn't get it because of the waiting period.
I mean, how